Good morning, happy friends. Today we're going to look at Survivor Squads. Survivor Squads is the only way to increase your power level in the game. Very important to get all of the personalities to match. Once you've got all of the personalities to match, then it's a good idea to work on what abilities that you want your survivors to have. One of the things that's exciting, excuse me, I still have a little bit of this cough, is that we have other members of our community making tutorials on how to build endurance home bases. For example, just to give a shout out to Fireburn045, he's come up with some tutorials on how to build an AFK Plankerton base. Now, there are others that have come and gone and posted excellent content, and for one reason or another, they're not in the game anymore. That's neither here nor there. That's not what our topic is. If you are interested in running any endurance, Stonewood, Plankerton, Canny Valley, Twine especially, you need to have the proper trap durability survivors. There's a minimum amount. Your power level in the game matters. Your heroes that you have and how they're leveled up matters. Your weapon damage and all that matters. Your traps and how they're rolled definitely matter. But more importantly, your survivor squads matter the most. So you want to try to get as much trap durability as possible. Now, I used to have all across the board, every single one of these squads, trap durability bonus. Every one. Here's one, I get a plus 24%. Here's one, I get a plus 16%, but I also invest a little bit in abilities damage. And I'll explain some of this in a little bit. And then I have 16%, and then I invest a little bit in ability damage. Now, I use ability damage here as a bonus because you have abilities, whether you play with a ninja or outlander, soldier, whatever, instructor. Y'all have your own individual abilities, and to be able to use those abilities with a little bit more oomph is a good idea. And then you come on and you can see here's my Mythic Squad lead and the Mythic Squad member. This guy happens to be a melee damage. So I really have no choice except to match him up with 2 more melee damages. So that's the only reason I have melee damage, because I want to use him to his best potential. Then I have a pair of trap durability survivors and then a pair of shields, shield bonus. I want to get these 2 out of here. And I have one of these Dreamers trap durability survivors, but I need another one. So I'm not going to be upgrading these survivors at all when the next venture season comes out, which I believe is in a couple of weeks. But I'll work on the others. And so I've been doing trap durability, trap survivor missions over and 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 over for months. And I can't seem to win one. Can't find one in a llama. Can't just upgrade one of these. You have to get one. And so I'm waiting for a Dreamer trap durability survivor to exchange these 2, which will give me a 16% durability, trap durability bonus just on this one squad. So here you see I have trap durability and ability damage again. Focus heavily one more time on increasing my Teddy's power, my Kunai Storm, whatever. And then 24%, and then just for my guns, just for a little grin and giggles, I have 16% trap durability bonus, and on my shoot 'em up weapons, I get a plus 5%. I mean, and then I have, another one, another plus 5%. I'm getting a 10% bonus on my shoot 'em up weapons. I'm getting 5, 10, 15, 20% bonus on my ability damage. And so this is really the bare minimum you need in order to run an endurance without the risk of running out of trap durability. Okay? That's what's important, is how long can you make your traps last? So having heavily weighted trap durability survivor squad gives you a better shot at making sure you can run a successful endurance with powerful heroes. And if you had to shoot them up, you got a bonus on your weapons. If you needed to use a teddy bear, you got a big bonus on ability damage and things like that. And so all in all, you win. But it's important to stress, because not very many of the content creators that are creating endurance tutorials are including having the proper survivor squad. Now, let me show you what I mean by that. Right now, I am Fragment Flurry Jess. As an Outlander, with that survivor squad bonus I showed you, I have a trap durability bonus of 244%. My trap's gonna last 244% longer. That's huge. Okay, now watch. I'm gonna change my hero, and let's see. Let's go Machinist Harper, just the other extreme. All right, Machinist Harper. She gives a trap durability increase of 52.5% if she is the hero in lead. That's huge. Now, watch this. With her in as the hero and the lead, now my trap durability bonus is almost 300%. And I use her in endurance runs quite frequently, especially on Plankerton because of the tornado wave. I use it on Twine, on wave 30, especially because they go nuts on wave 30 sometimes. And so I have a damage build down there where I just, have old school kill boxes. They're not timeout rooms. They're built like timeout rooms, but you fall in that and you die. I mean, it's just that simple. It's alternating broadsides and alternating wall dynamos, and then you got tires, 144 heavy tires falling on top of you. And I went that way, even with low durability, but huge damage, because generally that amp only gets hit twice. Excuse me. It can get hit 3 times or 4 times. I built that amp so it could get hit at the minimum of 4 times without running out of traps. Now, I can do that more effectively with Machinist Harper at 300% almost bonus on the traps. And then with supercharged traps, then we increase the damage on the traps that I'm using by another 8.5%. So you can see now how your heroes can matter and how you make your traps last longer during an endurance. However, while heroes are important, the absolute most important thing I want to stress again as I end is your survivor squad. You have got to work on your survivor squad. Listen, it's a real pain to get the right match, and it's not going to be something that you can do in a week. It may take you a month or 2 months just to accomplish a personality match. It may take you, that long to match up 2 or 3 of these squads with trap durability survivors. But here's what I want to stress the importance of how I got mine. Every one of mine either came out of a llama I spun, or I do every single survivor mission I can find in the Twine area. Generally, sometimes they're in Canny Valley, but most of the time, whether it's in Ventures, High Ventures, or in middle to high Twine, sometimes even in low Twine, you're going to get survivor missions. Do them all the time, because you have better odds at collecting trap durability survivors as you're trying to accumulate them as it is when you're finished really, and you're looking for one. So I'm looking for one, and so I'm always in survivor squads. Well, look, I hope this helped you. I would say this as I close here: at a bare minimum, with someone with a minimum of 130 power level, fully upgraded heroes. They don't have to be supercharged. And a trap durability bonus from your survivor squads of 240% is the absolute bare minimum. Now, I've tested this out. Some people have 300s, up to 330, I think it goes. I can't remember because I used to have all of them. And I started whittling back. Excuse me, I'd run Twine Endurance because that's going to be heavy on trap usage. And then I would remove a squad. And then I'd run it again, and then I would remove a squad. And I did that. I didn't literally, get rid of the survivors. I just removed them from the squad. Kept them because if I needed them again, I could easily go back and get them. So I did not collect them or recycle them. I just, put in someone different. So it's important to work on getting trap durability survivors. You need a minimum of 200%, and that would include, 240%, and that would include the bonus that you would get if you used Machinist Harper. So realistically, we're talking about without Machinist Harper, any other hero, probably around 180, 200 would even be good. You could do it. But that's what you need to work for, and I hope this was helpful. Shout out to Fireburn045. I'm not, promoting any channel here. I do want to point out people who do have good content, and he does a decent tutorial. They're very good. I will add some to his tutorial, to his builds, and not because I feel I have to, but because as I do endurance carries for friends and for other people who are friends of friends and things like that, and for my own entertainment, I do it this way. So I like to promote people who do good work. He's one of them. So if you're not a member of his channel or you haven't watched his tutorials, he has some old tutorials of Twine. They do need to be tweaked a little bit, and you can get his Twine endurance tutorials. He just finished a Plankerton endurance tutorial, which is very good, very cheap, works very well. After this video, I'm going to go live on Twitch. I'm going to edit this video for YouTube later, and I'm going to show you the importance of having a strong survivor squad. But at the same time, I want to highlight how well Fireburn did his Plankerton endurance tutorial, because I pretty much matched it. Like I said, I did add a little bit to the builds. I did add to it. However, I used his outline, his bones. I went a little more conservative with my trap rolls in regards to durability, so that they'd be guaranteed to last longer. I can do that with several different trap schematics. I'll show you real quick. You can look, and I'll scroll through them, one page at a time. But I have mission trap schematics. Mainly the mission ones are 144s, or soon to be 144s. However, I do use them in endurances at certain places. They're tweaked a little bit differently. And as you can tell, I have multiple copies of Mini. And so it's important to have multiple copies of Mini because of the trap rolls. If you see, I've got energy, 3 different ones, and nature, 2 different ones. For freeze traps, all durability, that's all perked differently. And look at these 4 launchers. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know, a lot of 4 launchers.